Have you ever stopped and took a minute to think about the significance of the address and the greeting on your cover letter? Well, over the next several videos, I'll be taking the time to give you step-by-step instructions from the beginning of the job search journey to the end of your job search journey. I'll be giving you valuable nuggets that can get you across the finish line successfully during your current or your next job search. So last week we talked about your header, your resume header. And what I would like to talk about today is your greeting and your address first, and the greeting on your cover letter. So I see many different forms of resumes and cover letters every day as a human resources professional. And I can tell you that some of them, they just do not take into consideration the importance of what seems to be little things like addressing your cover letter and having a greeting, a personalized or tailored greeting. I actually ran across a resume just this weekend when a manager reached out and asked me to ask a candidate to provide their references. They didn't even provide a cover letter. All they provided was a resume. And as a hiring manager, really, I look at that as coming across a little pompous, if you would, maybe even a bit arrogant. That may be a strong word to use, or a strong description to use, but you are asking this employer to consider you for an opportunity that will represent their organization. Maybe not only inside the organization, but also maybe with stakeholders or outside of the organization, or with the public, or what have you. So from my standpoint, I feel that you should show that you've taken your application seriously, applying to the job seriously, by taking the time to write a cover letter that will tell your career story. Because my favorite slogan about cover letters is, no one should be able to tell your career story better than you. So your opportunity to tell your story for the very first time with to potential employers is that cover letter, because remember, it partners with your resume to be able to tell your entire career story together. So I call the cover letter your jelly to your peanut butter, and the resume is the peanut butter. So let's look at the significance of the address and the greeting on your cover letter. First of all, you don't want to send a generic cover letter. Submitting a generic cover letter is better than not submitting a cover letter at all, but you want to go the extra step. You want to show that employer that you've done research and that you will continue to go the extra step even when they hire you to become a member of their team. So think about it that way. If I'm the hiring manager and I see that you have attempted to address the letter, I know there have been times that I've applied to companies I did not know from the vacancy announcement who the hiring manager was. But what I would indicate, if I had no way of trying to find out who the hiring manager was. So, side note, when I started my career, the internet was not widely accessible to many of us. We had just started utilizing personal computers, laptops, actually personal computers, because at that time I didn't even have a laptop. So there were not the wealth of resources that we have today. But what I would do is try to impress them, the hiring manager or the employer rather, by when I responded to a vacancy announcement, which I found in the newspaper, mind you, and I addressed it to hiring manager. And also because I didn't have access to the internet like we do today, it would be difficult sometimes to find out where a position might be located unless the vacancy announcement actually expressly said that it was located within a certain division of the company. If it was a large organization, if they said, okay, this one is located in Atlanta, Georgia, or this one is located in Columbia, South Carolina, then I would do as much research as I could to find out where the company's locations were, and I would make my best guess at the content, using the content of the vacancy announcement to determine where that position might be. And for me, as a hiring manager, that speaks volumes, because that means that person is going above and beyond before they even are considered as a potential new member of your team. So go the extra mile. If you cannot find out who the manager is, and a lot of times you can now reach out on LinkedIn, even Facebook, if you know someone works at a certain company, and you can say, hey, would you mind giving me the name of this particular vice president or executive vice president or executive director or whomever of this particular work unit or division in your company at this particular location. A lot of people will be willing to give you the person's name. They may not be willing to give you their contact information, because that could probably cause problems for them, because that would give you an opportunity to try and circumvent, if you will, the process. So they probably would not do that, but they will probably give you the name of the person. Other thing is, you can go on LinkedIn and you can search for the company. You can go on Glassdoor. You can search for the company and search for manager of whatever the area, the work unit or area of expertise is at this particular company. So keep that in mind. It doesn't take you but a minute. It will take you much less time to find out where all of the locations of large corporations, Fortune 500 corporations are, where all of their divisions are located, than it would have taken me in 1989 trying to figure out who worked at a company in a certain area. So you have no excuse not to do your proper research and find that address, and hopefully also the name of the manager of the area where you would like to work. Then the greeting. This is ultra important. Let me tell you, you're going to get my at least initial review if you address that cover letter directly to me, and if you spell my name correctly, because some of us do have unique names, and it is so important that if you find a person on social, maybe try and look them up on Facebook, then try and look them up on LinkedIn, try and look them up on some other sites, and see if you can determine if you have the correct spelling of their name. And I'm telling you, you will gain some serious score some serious points by doing that, because that shows that you have high work ethic. It shows that you are quality oriented. You believe in making a great or an awesome first impression. You don't mind going the extra mile. So I just wanted to stop by today and just encourage you to put a lot of thought. I mean, don't overthink it, but put the appropriate amount of effort and research into finding out the information that you need to speak directly to and connect with the hiring manager or the recruiter for the job that you want by just simply utilizing the free resources that are available to you every day. I can promise you that it will pay off. So maybe not job 1, maybe job 2, maybe job 3. But guess what? You will earn a reputation of being thorough and going the extra mile, and you will enjoy the fruits of that labor. So I hope that you've gotten value from today's content. If you did, do me a favor, smash that like button, let the algorithm know that other people need to get this content, because I'm on a mission to help you live your very best career life. Also, share this content with people in your network. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be amongst the first to know when I release new content. Also, if you want to work with me more closely, all of those links are below, and I would love to have you to reach out to me. Also, don't forget to leave a comment or a question. Who knows, your comment or question may become the focus of one of my videos or one of my articles. And I welcome them. So don't hesitate to engage with me. I would love to hear what you have to say or hear your questions and try and help you get an answer to them. Also, don't forget about my Friday morning lives every Friday morning at 7 a.m. on my YouTube channel at HR by Nnamtique 167. So until next time, career success to you, and I'll see you for another video or another Friday morning live. Bye-bye.